The following groups identify preliminary action steps needed to reach the agreed shared goals. Educational infrastructure and alignment. The Chester-Upland School District prepares citizens for the global economy.
I think we shouldn't take for granted that the Secretary for Department of Education and the Empowerment Board is a part of this meeting.
New line tension, the battle between public schools and charter schools in the city of Chester.
It's not just about academics, even though that's important, but you know, many of the jobs now are global. There's a global impact.
I think we not only need good schools, we need good schools that address the world that we're currently living in, so that they address the local needs, but also the global needs.
I think desirable neighborhoods have good schools.
An after-school program and day camps for working parents who don't qualify for government subsidies.
Support for family involvement in education. All parents are dedicated to their children and welcome support to do even better. Chester-Upland School District empowers families in the broader community to become active participants in our schools.
Because whether we have a college access center or a recreation center, if there's not a strong lead in that family directing that young child there, following them, knowing how to get the resources and connecting to them, we're still just going to go around in circles.
Be educated as to how they can access resources to make their children successful.
Strong leadership, not just in neighborhoods, but also in our school administration.
I think the core underlying value is a lack of identity. It starts in their teenage years. Their development stops when they start into their addiction. And they start their addiction because there's a lot of pain. I think we have to find ways to restore the identity to everyone in Chester.
Facilities. All educational facilities have been upgraded or renovated to a high level of quality that is conducive to a healthy, safe, and multifunctional learning environment. Buildings are structurally sound, clean, and maintained daily. Student curriculum. The academic climate in the Chester school community provides a rigorous education.
So we need schools for the 21st century, so that we're not looking to the past saying, why don't we have the schools that were, but we're saying we can build the schools for the future.
There's a lot of underutilized activities for youth.
As we know, there was a report card done on the school districts surrounding Philadelphia, and the Chester-Upland School District had the least amount of co-curricular activities offered for our children.
A system for effective communication and information sharing. In collaboration with business, civic, education, and community partners, there is a highly efficient citywide communication and information system that is accessible by every community resident.
All of this is really wonderful, but if we don't find a way to communicate this to all the other individuals, all of this might be for naught.
Faith-based initiatives. Develop a citywide strategic faith-based engagement plan that is a dynamic communication and response vehicle which bridges the gap between organizations of faith, education, and business for the community, which results in social justice, bringing a better quality of life for all.
Addressing the emotional conditions as well as the spiritual conditions that have come along with poverty.
Business and education partnership. The capabilities of the educational system are synchronized with the needs of business and industry through a mutually beneficial exchange of human capital resources.
Blend the education with the business to make it attractive for the businesses to recruit people to want to come here and live here.
And safety. Integration of the community police department with teachers, churches, businesses, and communities, including a minimum of 10 safe harbors.
You have the green space, but you want people to have healthy, happy lives. People have to feel safe. Safe at school, safe at work. If you want communities to come back and people to come back into your communities, safety is a very big issue and a very big unmet need.
There's the potential here for such greatness that is unmeasurable.
Chester is a city of great tradition.
Family, community, schools.
Chester pride.
The sky is the limit.
For these 3 days, we are focusing on Chester.
There are places in the United States that will never be able to compete with Chester. You have so much raw material to work with that you can do so many great things.
I think that the potential is great for Chester to go through a renaissance in which the school district becomes a top school district, in which the business community becomes a thriving community in which people want to come and live in Chester.
Too often those communities try everything simultaneously. And instead of keeping one plan, one framework, they create dozens. If one of the systems has the systems functioning, the other two will be overcome. So if you're from a great family, you can go to a poor school in a poor community and still be a merit scholar and compete in the United States or in the world with anybody. Same thing with good schools. If you have your systems done well, you'll overcome family strife. You'll overcome a poor community. So our job as educators is to worry to get our systems, educational systems, functioning well.
Crime is not unique to Chester, it's everywhere. But the kids who come up have no real sense of identity. They go to the streets, they go here, they go there to get that identity, and they come out and they don't know who they are, what they are. And that's a tough process for any teenager. But when you don't have the familial support, you have to go to the community, you have to go to churches, and you need someone positive to support you and not your friends on the street.
To really improve the educational system, make sure that the kids have necessary tools and equipment to get the basic needs of reading, writing, arithmetic.
If we as business, community, parents and students, education departments all work together for the same common goal, the sky is the limit. We can make Chester better in a heartbeat, and our young people will be as successful as they possibly can be.
I think that the United Way should be commended for its visioning, for its openness, and really one of the things that I think needs to happen is this needs to be, and I don't know how this happens, but this needs to become a model for United Ways across the country. So I applaud Lou, I applaud the board, I applaud everyone who's been a part of this process, because they truly have set a new precedence for how you get it done.
The United Way brought 10 diverse groups together for a 3-day, 16-hour summit. It was just the beginning. Please get involved in connecting our community, our schools, our workforce, daring to create a shared future. United Way, what matters?